The Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, is setting its sights on the U.S. penny. Lydia, who is here with me now. So, we going to end production of the penny, Lydia?
You know what, Brian? DOGE is certainly reigniting this debate around the penny because I'm going to call this an open secret that's been circulating in Washington for decades, that it costs more to make a penny than it's actually worth. So help me out here. I have this jar full of pennies. You can see it right here. How many pennies do you think are in this jar? Do you want to take a guess?
Oh, I think there's 300 in there.
I'll take 301.
You're both wrong. It's actually 500 pennies.
No kidding.
So check my math, but that's $5 worth of pennies.
That is.
But the cost to make this jar, by today's standards, more than $18.
Huh.
Because the cost of a penny today to make it is about 3.5 cents. Why is that? It's because the cost of zinc, which is a primary component of the penny, has just escalated so much. So last year, DOGE is pointing out that we spent $119 million on pennies, but we created only roughly $32 million of value circulating into the economy. So you might ask yourself, why are we still making all of these pennies? The answer is because some of our transactions in our economy are still based in cash. Think about all the small businesses that are still cashing out for that pack of gum that you want. They need a penny to give you change. But now, maybe you're like me and you just say, you know what, Madison, you keep that change. I don't need that change like jingling around in my pocket. That's what Canada is recognizing. Canada years ago actually eliminated the penny, and they made all their transactions actually round up to the nearest nickel so they could just create some efficiency there. There's some controversy about that. Some people say you're actually just costing the consumer more money by doing that. We actually need our penny. So DOGE is starting this conversation around what do we do with the penny? And the really interesting part is that Congress could actually make a decision about what to do with the penny, but the Treasury Secretary could also make a decision here. So that's a good question for Scott Bessent.
I don't know about that rounding up thing. That sounds kind of like a bad deal. I'm a guy that takes my pennies back. Sorry, but that makes me cheap. I bet Stuart does too, though.
Well, it's a really good point because the cost to make a nickel too is actually higher than 5 cents. It costs about 14 cents there.
Wow, and somehow
material costs.
You got a whole pile of pennies here.
We got a whole pile of pennies, but we can't go and spend them all in one place. And they actually, cost a lot more to make.
And they're kind of heavy to carry.
Yeah, they're very.
That's a fascinating report, Lydia.
I think this is like 5 pounds.
That's crazy. Thank you for that. Really good stuff.
You got it.
All right, now this.